And scores coming in at 6.5. I was expecting something higher, I must admit.
I'd be with you. Here's Jordy.
There you go, Jordy Smith, the big South African, world number 5. Goes for the air reverse on that end section to tag. We'll get back to the heat between himself and Griffin Colapinto. Griffin's had a 0.6 and a 1.73 opener.
And Wade's there. I feel like that combination, maybe it happened when the wave was a little bit too small for the judges' liking.
Here goes Griffin Colapinto. He's found a little corner wedge on the inside section. Doesn't come out of that one, but nonetheless, the score's locked in for Carmichael at 6.5. He only requires a 6.17 now to take the lead from Florence. He has well and truly broken that combination. And incredible to see him. Julian Wilson is a man that gave the Brazilians a run for their money last year. Was the only non-Brazilian to win 2 championship tour events. He's found himself a place in the quarterfinals and is now with Peter Mel.
It's the score of consequence. Jordy Smith up and riding.
Opening car for Jordy Smith. Now he goes to the air. Quick rotation. Lands that one cleanly. He likes that. It's taken 5 attempts for him to get a real score on the board. Love that smooth rotation in the air. It was nice and full. Landed cleanly for the big South African.
It was a little conservative to really hit the scores, and I suppose one of the things against it is the fact that right before it there was that incredible 540 spin from Jordy Smith. Drives off the bottom, snaps aggressively, comes off the bottom instantly into this, gets the grab, full rotation, lands it cleanly, stomps it, as they say. Great ride from Jordy Smith.
On a wave towards the back part of that heat, and it took the jet skis ages to get to him, so wiped off a lot of time there. So there was a lot of stuff going on. Griffin up and riding.
A lot of stuff going on right there with Griffin Colapinto throwing up full rotation air in his challenge against Jordy Smith.
3 judges gave it 8s.
And here is Jordy Smith, leader in the heat against Griffin Colapinto. So let's look at leaderboard scenarios right now with John Florence, and still questionable in whether he's going to surf tomorrow. We'll get back to that scenario because Griffin Colapinto just flew through the lip line glide, explosion, and Colapinto goes complete on that ride. So the judges are going to owe us a couple of scores for Griffin Colapinto, see if he can claw his way back into the lead over Jordy Smith. Whoever wins this heat number 6 would be going against John Florence, and if John doesn't surf, a potential bye into the semifinals.
Wow, that could be huge, right? I mean, that's it's not what you want to do. It's not how you want to make it through, but to get that bye into the semifinals would be absolute gold, and especially up against someone like John. I mean, he's surfing incredibly well, super dangerous out here.
Pretty high probability that we'll get more surfing underway.
Absolutely, plenty of swell on offer, and I think those winds are going to be super light again tomorrow, kind of what we had this morning. Here we go.
Colapinto, carve off the bottom, carve off the top. Nice start for him. Back up in the lip there, a little bit off balance.
Have a look at Griffin's wave though. Watch this first maneuver. Beautiful carving turn there from Griffin. And then just a little bit off balance. Didn't quite get that board up and over the lip.
Colapinto's going to continue to look for an 8.69. Jordy Smith, heat leader. Big air and an awkward landing for Smith. Did the splits on the landing. Would never like to see that. Jordy Smith at the moment sets rolling through here at Barrinha. Sight change for the Oi Rio Pro. Colapinto continues to surf through, no opportunity there, ducks out the back. Gabe Medina making his way to the water's edge. Jordy Smith up live action, carves off the top. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with his knees. Finds a barrel. Jordy Smith tic-tacking through this flat section. Big air rotation, puts it down on the roof and rides out in front of the white wall. Another look at it on the replay.
Yeah, as I said, not one of the bigger waves, but beautiful shape on it. Nice and clean on the face. Nice little snap to barrel. Great positioning right there, and then picks up the speed. Come through the inside and watch this click. Lands on the lip, slides down beautifully, and a great little maneuver. I love that little adjustment of the back foot. Nice grab, beautiful rotation. Lands on the roof and slides down. So great control there from Jordy Smith, and up and riding out the back.
Griffin trying to mount a comeback. Big carve off the top for Colapinto. Arcs off the bottom. Has to skip through that section there. Looking for an air. Floats through that section. Snaps through the lip there. Catches the outside rail. Goes down. Things not going right for Colapinto at this moment. And I feel that Jordy Smith is going to better his 5.83 on that last one.
Fingers crossed it's not as bad as we hope. Hopefully it's not as bad as we think, but here we go.
Colapinto. Nice carve off the top to start. Foamy face to deal with. Another snap for Colapinto, and things just not going right for Griff.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things too, and the harder you try when you get yourself into a rut.
However, Jordy Smith currently with a very good heat total, 15.63. We talked about it before. That's going to get you through 90% of the heats on the championship tour in that very good range. And Jordy Smith just taking one in. He already feels the victory.
Yeah, I thought Griffin was going to go bananas out here this afternoon, Copo.
Taking down for the blue heat, and we're going to say goodbye to Griffin Colapinto here at the OI Rio Pro. And Jordy Smith is going to make his way into the quarterfinals.